Did you know that the Algarve in Portugal is one of the sunniest regions in Europe with 3,000 hours of sun per year? Well, after 3 winter months of cold and rain, we were desperate for sun, so we booked a flight to Faro for our 4-day trip to the Algarve. In this video, we will share our 4-day itinerary and tips. Make sure you watch till the very end to see if we think the Algarve is worth visiting and if 4 days is enough. We left for Faro Airport in Portugal at the end of February. It is still winter in Portugal, however, with its mild temperatures and sunny skies, it is a great winter escape. When we were there, it was about 17 degrees Celsius. With the bright sun, it felt much warmer. In the winter months, the average temperatures range between 10 to 16 degrees Celsius. In March to June and September and October, this can even go up to 20 to 25 degrees Celsius, with temperatures reaching 30 or higher in August and July. The best time to go depends on what you want to do. The summer is the time to enjoy the amazing beaches and the many water activities, but it can be too hot for hiking unless you go early in the morning. So if you want to explore Algarve's gorgeous coastline and rural area, then it is best to go in the other months. The water in spring and autumn is still nice to swim in, plus there is less rain compared to the winter. However, in the winter months, prices drop and there are even fewer crowds. Initially, we wanted to do a road trip. Start at Faro, spend a night in the area near Carvoeiro and end in Lagos. There are many beautiful sites along this route. But after checking accommodation, we saw that many affordable places were closed during the winter time. So in the end, we decided to stay in Lagos for our entire trip. We realized that distances are not that far and most of the things that we wanted to see and do were within a 1-hour drive. So this is how we spent our 4 days in the Algarve in Portugal. Day 1, we had an early arrival at Faro Airport and after picking up our rental car, we left for lunch at Carvoeiro. This cute town is pretty quiet in the winter months, but we can imagine that it can get really busy in the summer. But now, we mostly saw retirees enjoying the sun in their shorts. Anyway, the beach was lovely and after lunch we walked to Algarve. There's a boardwalk just east of town that will take you straight to these impressive rock formations created by many years of erosion. There are rock pools and caves overlooking the cliffs and the beautiful ocean. From there on, we continued driving to check out the beautiful Benagil beach, followed by a quick stop at the picturesque village Veragudo. Everything was deserted in Veragudo, making it ideal to wander the little streets. Before heading to our hotel in Lagos, we visited Silves, located just 25-minute drive north of Veragudo. Here you can find the Algarve's well-preserved castle. It is worth paying a small entrance fee to explore this red castle that the Moors strategically used from the 8th century for 400 years. And don't forget to stop to take in the beautiful views of the Algarve countryside while you are there. On day 2, we went for a short hike from Praia Dona Ana beach to Ponta da Piedade, a headland with a group of rock formations and towers up to 20 meters high. They built a wooden boardwalk that takes you from Lagos town to Ponta da Piedade and even beyond. It makes the hike very easy. The boardwalk wasn't complete yet when we were there and we sometimes found ourselves on an old dirt trail right along the cliff edge. As you can see, it was beautiful. The Ponta da Piedade is a wonderful trail that will easily take you along the most beautiful cliff beaches in the Algarve, such as Praia Dona Ana, Praia do Camilo, ending at Ponta da Piedade. From Ponta da Piedade, you can continue hiking for more beaches and views. We decided to walk back and hop into our car and go to the west coast of the Algarve, known for its huge waves and dramatic cliffs. There are many beaches to choose from. First, we went to Praia da Bordeira. This beach was big and it would have been a long walk to reach the water. However, there is a trail along the beach that takes you to a boardwalk that leads you to the end of the cliffs. The hike and views are amazing despite the rain and heavy clouds. We saw a road from Bedeira Beach along the coastline, so we decided to take that instead of going back to the main road. It was a good choice because we were able to see more of the amazing cliff beaches the west coast is known for. Towards the end of the afternoon, we arrived at Praia da Cordoame, known for its big black cliffs. As you can see, the weather was a mix of sun, wind and rain, but we loved it. We were just in time for sunset at the most southwestern point of the Algarve, Cabo de San Vicente. A lot of history has taken place here at this point where this lighthouse stands. During the Middle Ages, it protected the Portuguese from attacks, and the Greek and Romans considered this a holy ground and the end of the world. Later, this is one of the last points the Portuguese would see before setting sail into the unknown world. Before heading back to Lagos, we checked out Sagres, a town that is popular among surfers. For day 3, we went to Praia da Marina, a beautiful beach that you don't want to miss. Here you can also find the starting point of the 7 Hanging Valleys trail. The hike is a 6-kilometer hike one way. Unfortunately, it's not a circular hike, so you need to walk the same trail back or take a Uber. Our son was more fascinated by going for a swim at Praia da Marina than going on a hike, and I don't blame him. The whole hike would have taken us the whole day. So eventually we did half of the hike until Benagil Beach. It is a great hike, taking you along the cliffs, deep potholes, deserted beaches and amazing views. At the end of the hike, we spent hours at Praia da Marina and couldn't resist the swim. The water was cold but still pretty nice, especially since the sun was shining and the wind was down. We saw online that the water temperature was around 16 degrees Celsius. Towards the end of the afternoon, we explored Lagos. It's a beautiful city with churches, well-preserved city walls and little streets. On our last day, we were supposed to head to Faro, but we changed our plans when we heard that the boat for the grotto tours was going that day. So at 9 o'clock in the morning, we were in a small boat leaving Lagos, heading to Ponta da Piedade. The grotto tours take you in a small boat along the cliffs towards the west of Lagos. We passed the same beaches we saw during our hike on the second day, but this time we admired them from the water. The boat was even able to take us into caves and close to the rock formations of Ponta da Piedade. It was a great experience. Between the end of March and September, you can even spot dolphins on these tours. After a quick stroll along the Lagos Marina, we headed to our next destination, Praia da Falésia. This beach is known for its red cliffs, and we didn't know what to expect, but once we were there, we were blown away. The parking area is on top of the cliff, so we were immediately treated to amazing views upon arrival. By this time, the weather was great and we enjoyed some time walking, playing and swimming along this stunning beach. Unfortunately, time flew and before we knew it, we were running out of time to visit Faro. Our car was covered in sand and the rental company warned us that the car had to be returned in the same condition as when we picked it up. So our last hours of the Algarve was at the car wash close to the airport. As you can tell, we did as much as possible in our 4 days in the Algarve. There isn't much that we would have changed. It was a shame that we missed Faro, but we realized that 4 days is just too short to fully enjoy the Algarve for the first time. So if you are planning your visit to the Algarve, we suggest going at least 5 or 6 days. Faro should not be missed, just as the charming town Tavira, which is located a 30-minute drive east from Faro. And if you have more days to spare, then a road trip into the mountains would be lovely. Also, instead of staying in Lagos, try to stay in Faro as well to experience both areas to the fullest. Other tips are avoid the toll roads. During our drives, we avoided the toll road too. We always drove through nice villages and estuaries near Portimao and even passed a field full of ostriches and their nest at Odixiare. We only took the toll road once and it was pretty boring, so try to avoid it as much as possible. It doesn't save you that much time. If you like hiking, avoid going in the summer months. Instead, going in the winter or early spring. We love the experience of being the only ones on the hiking trails and in the little towns. Another advantage of going in the winter is that hotel accommodations are cheaper, just like car rental. As you can tell, we loved our short visit to the Algarve and we hope to return soon. It is an excellent place to go to for a long European weekend trip, especially in the low season. Just make sure you don't want to check off all the best beaches in the area. There is just too much for one visit. Just experience the view to the fullest and enjoy the relaxing atmosphere, friendly people and stunning scenery. We hope we have been able to give you a good impression of the Algarve and what you can do in such a short time. If you like our video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you know when we have uploaded our next video. For now, we want to thank you for watching till the very end and till next time. Bye bye!